Track storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3. Weather coverage you can count on.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It is a soggy start to our April here, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. We need all of this rain coming down and even a little bit of frozen mix that's coming down with it. It's all good stuff. So let's take a peek across the area. We're seeing generally the same thing. In Austin, Albert Lee, both cameras have plenty of water on them to push the point. If you squint your eyes, you can see things coming down in Rochester. In Mason City, it's been a little bit more off and on, but there's wet rooftops, wet sidewalks, wet roadways. Point is, it's raining across the area and has been for quite some time and will continue to do so as we get into later today. So satellite and radar is picking up on, I'd say, most of the activity right now when it comes to more steady rainfall across southern Minnesota, but North Iowa is seeing more of those pockets of more moderate to heavy rainfall. We'll get there in just a moment. I do want to scroll in here across places like Olmsted County, further to the east, west, south, north, just to take a peek at mainly what's going on here. What we're talking about, the blues, the pinks. What we're seeing here is that change over. So further higher in the atmosphere, it's a little cooler than it is here on the surface. So when the radar is picking up all of that moisture, it's a little higher than the surface, and it's picking up that possibility that some of the flakes a little higher up are just that. They're more on the icy side, but as they keep falling closer to the surface, they're turning more into rainfall or sleet. So seeing a mixture, definitely a possibility across the area. A little further to the south, and I mentioned more of those pockets. The lighter green colors we're seeing here, maybe a few sprinkles, but most of it not exactly coming from down, hitting the ground. And even further to the south, we're actually starting to see some lightning, a few little storms moving through. Nothing severe. I want you to pay attention here over the last hour. You can see all those little silver spots just south of Waterloo moving into Manchester. That is lightning. So we're seeing the whole mixed package here when it comes to this big system. And it's not just us. Further to the south, they're dealing with that possibility for severe weather. Meanwhile, we're just going to be keeping an eye on that possibility for a wintry mix. Not surprising when you see temperatures this close to the freezing point, especially in places like Rochester, where we're about 4 degrees warmer than that key 32-degree mark. Further to the south, New Hampton, Charles City, Mason City, Northwood, Decorah, Algona, all in the 40s right now, very close in Forest City, Cresco. So we're expecting these temperatures to trickle upwards just a few degrees at a time as we go through the day. That will keep most of this precipitation as rainfall. And Sky Tracker 3 picks up on that as well. So here we are around 2 p.m. I'm already seeing this little yellow band here starting to make its way north. Right now it's, I'd say, around I-90 Albert Lee. That's talking about more moderate rainfall. But now I'm going to push time all the way into tomorrow morning because I want you to see what's coming. As we get into Tuesday night, early tomorrow morning, this is around 5 p.m., we start to see whatever leftover rain is here turn to snow. That could impact the morning commute for our Tuesday, but then those chances start to go away, and we actually have a decent rest of the week here. I'll step out of the way so you can read some of this, but I'll tell you, on Wednesday, it will be breezy, but the sun will be back by Thursday. All of this messy, wintry mess, I said that, 3 times, will be out of the way. And we're going to start finally seeing these spring temperatures climb up. By the weekend, we're looking at 60s.
Looking forward to spring being permanently here.
I'm so excited for it, but I'm pretty excited about the rain too, just because we need it still.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.